again. As DRS has now enabled this lap.
Goes fastest.
As that went deep into turn 1, he's allowing Carlsberg to pull away to get even safer from the DRS. He's 8 tenths behind, so he will have DRS though coming up to the straight. Is this the Camel straight? I think it is.
3 drivers have gone into a pit. Zario, Michelusi and Young Power.
For those who's just rejoining us, apologies about that, the stream went down.
Visser's gone for a move down the inside. They do touch wheels.
Marvin's gone off the track as well.
Marvin has to cut the corner and he's been given a 3-second for it.
So those who's just joining the stream, I massively apologise. It never happens to me, but it's happened to me now. We lost connection for some reason, but we're back on air. So you haven't missed much, but if you those who just joined us, Marvin went off the track after he got overtaken, and he's got a 3-second time penalty next to his name as well. So he's got to be careful. Jerome's doing a good job, man. Into 12th place. I think we're all safe. Please tell me if there's any connection issues, because someone's just sent me a message. I don't know if that was just before or after. But Zach, 6 tenths behind Carlsberg in the DRS zone. Let's see what he could do. Obiton behind his teammate. So will Mike make way for his teammate?
Drawn 2 tenths behind. Now a tenth trying to make a move into the last 2 turns.
Coming into the bus stop chicane. Oh, he locks up massively.
Marvin's gone into the pits.
So was Symbolics as he's gone wide.
Geronimo.
Yeah, he went wide into the last corner. That's allowing the other drivers to come back at him. As we go down into turn 1, he's trying to go around the outside. Neo, can he hang it around the outside? Yes, he can. But the thing is, though, Jerome will have DRS in the back of him. Go back up to the front, because we might see an overtake happen soon. What will VER do? What the team decide to do between those two? Will they stay? I think they have to stay like this, because they're in DRS race. There's no point moving aside to let him go. As long as the pace stays like this, it's all good. But VER can't afford to lose too much time behind those guys. I think Mike's
the 1 yellow flag.
That's probably Marvin, because he went slow coming out of the pits. Back on board then with the chopped guy. Look at Obiton all over the back of Mike. It seems Mike has problems coming down into Ravage. He might lock up too much into Ravage, and that's cost him a bit of time. So it's one place of the track where he makes mistakes, and he's look at that. He's still in contention of getting a podium. He's not too far behind Kizzle. As you can see, he has more corner.
Now out DRS range.
Mike needs to be careful on that corner. Almost lost the back end coming off that second corner. And Obiton looking interesting as well. Hopefully VER won't ruin themselves.
Neo with a 3-second penalty.
So, as you can see then, 1 second is Kizizo behind Zach. Zach's in DRS range of Carlsberg, but pit stops are coming to an effect. Yes, he comes into pits. Those 2, 3, 4. In fact, Mike cost himself a bit of time doing that. He should have done that, but it is now a Verstappen 1-2, VER 1-2, as they both stay out. In fact, Bruno's in second place as well. In fact, Obiton did pit. So Obiton has pitted. He could possibly do the undercut behind Mike.
Back of scope. Gonna follow him through El Rouge and Radion. Hopefully make a move on the Camel Straight.
And Bruno might make a move on Mike. Mike cost himself a bit of time going wide into the last corner. And Bruno
has overtaken Scope.
Oh, he hits the back of him. Mike, no. And Neo has overtaken Scope, like you said. A few drivers are leaving. I don't know if that's a signal that something's happened.
Your internet.
Mine?
Zario, no, not yours. Zero, Symbolic, both gone.
Symbolics, where is he? He's currently 14th place. And Mario? Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2 VER drivers that have gone out of this race for internet connect. No, it's one of them. No, it's 2 of them actually. And I've got Smash making his way past the 2 VER drivers who are no longer here. Jerome up into 5th place from starting at the back, and he needs to make a pit stop as well. So Jerome's doing a good job at the moment considering where he started. He will come to the pit soon because it's on those soft compound tyres.
With a 3 second.
And Mike's lost a lot. Oh yeah, of course he's lost a lot of time because he's got full weight damage, so he needs to pit to make sure he doesn't lose more than enough time, and he needs to pit this lap, which he does. So does Bruno. He comes to the pits as well. As Excel comes to the pits, everybody comes to the pits. Top 5 in the pits. So Carlsberg will retake the lead of this race, and he'll have Zach all over the back of him as well.
Zach right behind him.
Those two taking off where they left off at the beginning of the pit stops, first and second for those two. And where is the VER driver of Obitwan? He's lost a lot of time because he was right behind Kazizel, but he's lost a lot of time in the pits, and he's currently behind Bruno as well. So Bruno is the car in between him and in fact he's behind J. Cole as well. So Obitwan's lost quite a lot of time. Back on board with the top 2 as Zach doesn't make his way past Carlsberg just yet. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. But look at that, around the outside goes the MNT driver of Mr. Skies, but Gary holds his ground.
Overtaken. Marvin with a 3 second.
Locks up as well into Ravage. Gary on the medium compound tyres. He's going to struggle because those two behind him are on a brand new set of softs. So those two, that's going to be a tyre advantage for him. Meanwhile, Smash versus Symbolics, they're both ghosted, so I presume they've lost.
There's a battle for 7th going on at the moment.
Yeah, Gary's under a lot.
Mr. and Gary.
Gary's losing.
Their exit.
XL, they're both in XL, so Mr. Sky is in an XL sandwich, and Gary's is the one that's at a disadvantage because look at that. Neo's using his EOS to power pass the MNT driver of Skies. Going side by side through Blanchimon like Verstappen and Felipe Nasser did in 2015. He has the inside line. They're so close to each other as well as Neo makes his way past us. Look at the front, we've got Obitwan versus J. Cole heading down into turn 1. They both go side by side.
Sky's setting up the inside.
We've got 2 battles going on at once here, can't keep an eye.
Neo's getting squished. And Sky has backed out. Neo's also overtaken his teammate Gary.
Side by side through Rouge and Radion, I think, yeah, Obitwan has got past J. Cole. And Gary's all over the back of Neo. And Mr. Sky's all over the back of both of them.
Mr. Sky's going to try and follow him through. Going to the outside, Mr. Sky's looking down the middle.
It's going to be so interesting.
Good defence.
Gary's at a disadvantage because he's on those medium compound tyres. Those guys behind and in front are on the soft compound tyres, so he's currently in a soft tyre sandwich, so we can't do anything about it. Jerome's rejoining.
He's actually lost it. He saved it though. He's kept it out the wall.
Mr. Sky has made a mistake coming through No Name. He's allowed his teammate to go as well. And you said Zach made a mistake, didn't he?
No, I meant Mr. Sky.
Oh, Mr. Sky. But I say Mr. Sky is still. I mean, Zach's still in 6/10 of Carlsberg. If it was a mistake, it was a very small one.
Kazizel is still sat in P3, but he has Bruno right behind him.
Won the last race, but this time he's on the podium in 3rd place. Those two continue. Well, if those two squabble, might bring Kazizel back in contention for the victory, and Obitwan behind him as well. Bruno is currently in 4th place behind Kazizel.
Overtaking Marvin. Got the move done.
I think Marvin should be quicker than Jerome because he's on the softs as well. Not too old, they're only 2 lap old softs, so he should be a bit quicker than this stage. Then
Neo gets
Jerome.
Fastest lap.
1 lap 8, 4 more laps to go as we climb our way up through Rouge and Radion. Zach's a bit too far behind than he was the previous lap. He's 8/10 behind. What can Zach do? They're both on the same EOS, exactly on the same EOS. As we've got Kazizel defending from Bruno behind him. Bruno, can he get on the podium in this race?
Marvin's coming down the Camel Street. The other.
Neo's overtaking J. Cole.
Jerome overtaken. Scope is also 2 tenths behind Gary.
Yeah, I think Scope tried to go around the outside of Gary but couldn't quite make it, so he's still in 8th place. Kizizel gets a 3-second time penalty, and that's crucial. He's in the podium positions. He can't afford to get a penalty because not only 4th will take him, 5th will take him, and possibly 6th will take him as well, so he can't afford those penalties.
Young Power is overtaking Zario.
Neo's got a penalty too, and J. Cole's behind him as well, so 2 drivers in the top 10 have got a penalty, and that's crucial because one of them's on the podium and he's one of them's on the podium and the other one's in 6th place. Crucial points for XL going on there, as Mickey Ulizzi has got past Zario for 16th place, but he left the session, so it doesn't even matter. Zach 7 tenths behind Carlsberg. What's he going to do? Because he's been in DRS range of all race. Mr. Carps, can you invite Symbolics, please? Symbolics wants an invite. It's VER Symbolics, if you don't mind.
I can't invite him.
Can you not?
It doesn't give me an option to invite him.
I swear we could invite him last time. I mean,
I can't invite him now.
Didn't before the update we could invite people, but now we can't.
It just says race director.
Yeah, I understand. Bruno is about to get past.
Going for a switchback on Tin Can. Tin Can defends it well.
Can't invite you, Symbolics, as Bruno has got past Kazizel for 3rd place. What will Gary do against J. Cole? J. Cole's got past Gary. No, I think Gary's caught up to J. Cole, and he's got Schofield behind him too. So those two need to work together to keep him behind on the soft compound tyres. Mr. Schofield's got good pace on those softs at the moment. So, we've got a battle for 40th place between Tinkan, Mickey Ulizzi and Young Powers. Both those two are FRL, Young Power and Mickey Ulizzi. MNT Smash is down in 20th place. What happened to him? Oh yeah, he left the session, didn't he? Yeah. But at the front, Zach has took out 3 tenths of Carlsberg's lead. So he's getting closer, but he's actually increased the gap now as Carlsberg. So what can Zach do? He's got 2 laps to go. We're on lap 9 out of 11. Zach has got 3 more laps to try and overtake Carlsberg. He's been stuck in his DRS the whole race. What can he do against Carlsberg? The MNT versus FRL. Obi-Twan's caught up to Kazizel. He was fighting him initially before the pit starts, but he lost a bit of time coming out of the pits. He's also got Neo behind him too. And have a bit of a gap to J. Cole behind, who's also fighting with Gary and Schofielder. And Mr. Sky's caught up as well. So Mr. Sky has caught up to Schofield and he's fighting Gary and J. Cole. J. Cole a bit too far back as Neo's 3 tenths behind. Look at that, he's all over the back of Obi-Twan behind him, but back on board, he's too far back. He's 2 laps to go. Zach needs to get a move on.
Look for a move on Obi-Twan.
And Neo goes around the outside of Obi-Twan. Good move from Neo there. Can he get a podium? Because Bruno's there in 3rd place, but Kazizel is in the way because Kazizel's got no, he can't get a podium because he got a penalty. So it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. So most he could do is score most points and pull away.
You should look up there from Gary. Scotefield's now caught on him because of that.
6th place.
Zach's just been given a free penalty.
Oh, he could put him off the podium. He needs to gain 5 tenths then over Bruno because not only Bruno but Kazizel. No, Kazizel got a penalty, so he needs to gain about 5 tenths to stay in 2nd place. Neo's on the soft compound tyres on a brand new set of softs, so he might be putting on. Oh, Kazizel, don't get too wide out there, mate. Obi-Twan down there in 6th place as well. 3 drivers in the top 5 got a penalty. Who's gonna get the podium positions? Kazizel and Neo got a penalty. Bruno hasn't. Bruno needs to stay in that 3-second gap if he wants to get in 2nd place.
Neo's got a good run on him into turn 1. Just a little bit too far back. He's going for a switchback.
It's the last lap of the race, and Zach's too far behind Carlsberg to make a move. Good effort though from Zach, but all he needs to do now.
Neo's all over the back of Kazizel coming down the Camel Straight. There's Gary with a 3-second penalty. He's currently sat in P8.
They both got DRS. And will Neo try and go around the outside into Lacombe? The guy in front breaks late and he stays in 4th place. So good move, or good defence from Kazizel there, as Mr. Sky has overtaken his teammate for 8th place. Oh, he almost lost it through there. A bit out of shape coming out of turn 5. And look at that, because this will all put him under massive pressure from Neo. Neo's on the sauce, so he'll have better cornering grip compared to Kazizel. And Zach's actually caught. Zach actually catches up in the middle sector, but loses time in the 1st and 3rd. Does that indicate he's carrying more downforce compared to Carlsberg?
Zach took 9 seconds. He might be able to stay on this podium.
He might sacrifice 2nd place for 3rd place because he hasn't pulled the gap to Bruno for that crucial 3-second mark. Zach's got nothing to lose against Carlsberg. Will he set it up the inside, or will it just be? I don't know.
He's all over the back of Kazizel.
There he is.
Move on the outside.
He doesn't send it.
Going into the bus stop chicane.
Side by side action as Carlsberg wins the Belgium Grand Prix. Zach finishes 2nd place. Bruno.
Kazizel's been pushed wide. Kazizel's been given another 3-second penalty.
So our winner is Carlsberg ahead of Bruno. Bruno 2/10 ahead of Zach. Obitwan.
Oh, Mikatusi's rear-ended tin can.
It's going to end in tears for those guys there at the back. So that's the end of the race. Carlsberg is your race winner. Bruno's in 2nd place ahead of Zach. Obitwan is in 4th place. Obitwan did not get a penalty. He could have finished 3rd, but that pit stop could have possibly cost him. That's unfortunate for VER, but needs to do a better job next time. Brazilian race winner, and so unfortunately finishes 7th place. Neo's in 5th place, also carried a penalty. J. Cole from 6th. Started 6th and finished in 6th. Kazizel finished in 7th from starting 4th. Mr. Sky 11th to 8th. Mike in 9th place after having full wing damaged. Stones Scoper Fielder in 10th place ahead of Gary. Jerome in 12th place. Didn't get a point. He also got a penalty. Marvin in 13th and Azario. Tin Can in 15th place at a Young Power. Mickey Litzy in 17th. LeBron in 18th from starting 7th, so he had a bad race. Symbolics in 19th and MNT Smash down in 20th place, who finished on the podium in Brazil. That is in then. Tune in for next week. Thank you, Carps, for commentating with me. It's been an interesting two races, and we'll see you all next time at Britain and Austria. It's going to be a fascinating race there. Anything to say, Carps?
No, just great racing by everyone, and let's take it into next week.
See you all next week. That's it from now, and it will start at 8 o'clock again next week UK time.